fellow breathers. It is, I think, week 7 or 8 of quarantine. And I don't know about you, but I have a little bit of cabin fever. And for you, those of you that are working, maybe you are feeling like you need some exercise. I don't know, I feel like I need some exercise. So today is deep stretch breathing. We're gonna stretch a lot of things. And what's really interesting is that as I was reading my devotion today, the very first sentence says, as you look into the day that stretches out before you, you see many choice points along the way. Well, we're gonna have some choices today on how we breathe, how we stretch, and maybe this will help you in the days to come. So if you're ready, find something comfortable to wear and sit, and we'll meet sitting down. Okay. Okay, so it's all about stretching today. So we're just gonna start right off the bat by just getting in touch with your breathing, maybe move a little bit around, kind of get in touch with how you're breathing today. Is it shallow? Is it, I don't know, if you're feeling a little anxious, or if you're bored, or if you're sleepy, or whatever. I want you to stretch the amount of inhale that you are used to doing. So in other words, let's just breathe in for 4 counts and see where that goes. Here we go. 3, 4, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Try to make it audible. 2, 3, 4, and out. Okay, let's stretch that a little bit more, and we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 2. And then we're going to breathe out for 6. And we're going to do this several times. Here we go. Ready? Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. And then out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4. Hold for 2. Out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4. And hold for 2. And out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. Hold. Out for 6, 3, 2, 1. In for 4. Hold. 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Might close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Hold. And out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one more time. Hold. And out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bat your eyes open, and we will meet standing. Okay, so if you've been sitting a long time, or if your schedule now that everything has changed, if you're doing a lot more sitting than usual, chances are your body is just kind of closed up a little bit. And today we really want to stretch things open. We want to stretch the body open, stretch the mind open. And so one of my favorite stances is just standing in an X. And how many times do we get to stand this way? Never. And so I want you to just play around with this posture. If this is too much for you, you might keep your feet a little bit closer and your hands down at your sides this way, or you might even stretch with hands on the hips if that's better for you. But if you can, try try to stretch up into that X and just breathe and kind of bend your knees, wiggle your fingers, and just say, okay, stretch, deep stretch. And here we go. Breathe in and out. And try to keep those shoulders down, stretch them down, ground down to your feet, all the way down to your feet. And breathe in again. You might smile and really stretch the back of the neck, shoulders down, stretch all the way to the fingertips. And exhale. One more, you got this. And here we go, stretch. Through the nose, through the mouth, whatever you want, whatever feels good, and exhale. And then come down. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. This time we're gonna stretch just from the sides this way, as if somebody is just pulling you both directions, and we stretch from the center out to the fingertips. From the navel down through the feet, from the back of the neck or from the base of the spine all the way out to the top of the head, stretching in every direction. And here we go, breathe in and breathe out. This time try to put your hands up and thumbs facing back and breathe in and down. Keep those shoulders down. And this time, if you want to try to stretch those thumbs back a little further, keep those knees bent, stomach in. Here we go, breath in. Deep stretch, and let everything go. And just kind of move around and get everything starting to move. Not only are you stretching, but you're also just trying to get that blood flow. The more blood flow, the better the stretch. The more breathing, the better the stretch. It really does help the mind too. It stretches your mind from just sitting in one place. And we know how that is when you just sit around all day. Not good. So, all right, last stretch is, I want you to bring your feet a little closer and just stretch your arms all the way up vertically. So everything from the tops of the fingers shooting down into the ground, all the way, just stretch from top to bottom. And here we go, breathe in, shoulders down, and breathe out. Ground down through the back body and really pull up the front body. Here we go, breathe in. Lots of active arms, active fingers, active toes, active knees, active everything. Stretch and exhale. One more, you got it. Breathe in. And exhale and let everything go. And we're gonna go back to sitting. Okay, so now I want you to think about stretching not only the rib cage all the way around, but I want you to feel like you're stretching the lungs. So we start from the inside and work our way out. So we've done this maybe a couple of times before, but if you're new to this, we think of our chest just here. And if we think of the chest being just part of the rib cage, your rib cage goes all the way down here and it starts all the way from your collarbone. And it goes all the way around. And your lungs are in there. And so if the muscles between each rib are tight and the ribs are kind of used to just being like closed up and the posture's down, then the lungs kind of are in there kind of squished. So we want to not only stretch the rib cage, but we want to give it room for the lungs to expand better. And if we can get a better breath, life is better. Life is good. So I want you to just wiggle around a little bit, do a couple little circles. They can be big circles, they can be little circles, but just a couple little circles. Find your center about 2 inches in from the belly button and 2 inches below, and just kind of feel like that's drawing tiny little circles around. So, and just breathe into that. Stretch your awareness of movement. We probably tend to not move like this too much. But anyway, so that before we stretch the chest, we want to just kind of ground down. and give our lower torso a little bit of exercise so that it can be a good foundation for what we're going to do. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands forward, keep the shoulders down, and keep your stomach in, nice long back so that you're not caving in or slouching down, but we really want to have integrity in the posture. And I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe in, I want you to pull forward a little bit gently so that you round your back. And breathe in. You're going to feel a little stretch in the skin in the back. Lower your head maybe, and back. As you exhale, pull back like you're rowing. Breathe in like you're going to grab something. And then breathe out as you pull it back. You can arch just a little bit here and give it a little movement in the spine. Stretch forward, breathe in like you're grabbing again, and breathe out. And one more time. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Okay, so now take one hand, doesn't matter which, to the one side of your chair. Take your other hand all the way up, breathe in. And breathe out as you go a little bit towards that side. Try to keep the integrity of the chest and the back and everything in the torso, that it doesn't cave, like you're stretching all the way from the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep stretching, shoulders down, breathe in and breathe out. And then all the way back down. And we're going to take the other side. Breathe in. All the way from fingertips all the way down to that hip joint, all as one. You want to feel that all as one. And then breathe out as you come over towards the one side. Breathe in as you come back up to center. Ground down in the hips and in the sits bones. And then breathe out. Keep your feet balanced firmly on the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out, shoulders down. And last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. So you have both sides now that you've been stretching. So now we're going to go back to this pulling, rowing motion. But this time I want you to pull back and breathe in, which is the opposite of what we did, and then breathe out as you let go of whatever you grabbed in the beginning. And then breathe in, shoulders down, and then let go. And then breathe in, stretch from the center out, and then breathe out, let go. And then breathe in, and breathe out. We're going to do one more. Here we go. Breathe in. And breathe out. Very good. Now come back and just again do a little bit of the circle that we started with, just to kind of see where you're at with that. See if it's changed. See if you feel a little more open than you did. Round your shoulders back. And just get your breathing back. Just kind of breathe however you feel is good for you. Maybe a little bit more than you're used to. A little more audible, a little more deep. Stretch the boundaries of your breath. And we'll meet standing again. Okay, so we're going to go back to that X that we started with. And instead of having just this straight X, I want you to feel like you have this big beach ball. And I want you to just do a couple breaths here. Here we go. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, ground down. And breathe out and try to stretch a little bit up out of yourself as you exhale. Breathe in. And stretch a little bit out and up as you breathe out, kind of opposite of what our bodies want to do. This time I want you to bring that big beach ball over to the left. Breathe in. And out. Shoulders down. And then to the right. Breathe in. And out. And one more time to the left. And out. Wiggle those toes, bend those knees, and to the right. Breathe in. And out. And come down. Good. Okay, feet a little bit more closer to you, about hip width apart. And I want, take the left hand out, straight out. And the right hand's going to come to the sternum. And we're going to open that up from the sternum all the way to the shoulder by bringing the palm up, bringing it out. Breathe in, look to your right. And don't let this arm come forward. Keep it straight. And breathe a little bit further. Let that hand go a little further back than you think it should be. So you get that big stretch. And then breathe out. And then breathe in, palm up. And stretch. Hands down. We'll switch. Right hand out, palm down. Left hand on the chest. Breathe in, palm up. Breathe in as we go over. Stretch that thumb real far back as your body will allow without hurting. You might just stay here and breathe out. Try to keep your balance. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And come down. Shake it out a little bit. And now arms up into that big beach ball again. And we're going to keep the right hand up. Breathe in. And exhale the left hand down. Breathe in. Left hand up. And left hand down. Stretch. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And arms down. And now we'll switch. Left hand up. And right hand up. Big beach ball. Breathe in. And then right hand down. Keep that left arm stretching. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're stretching our coordination here too. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more, breathe in. And everything down. And shake it out. You might just move around a little bit, round the shoulders, forward. Squeeze and let them drop. Stretch that range of motion. Whatever feels good. If it doesn't feel good, you might just keep it real small, draw little circles with your shoulders, and if it feels really good, you might draw big dinner plates. And down. And we're going to end today in a seat. Okay, so our final little opening stretch, deep stretch thing for the chest is I want you to put your hand, one hand up at the top of the ribs, which would be your collarbone, and the other hand at the bottom of the ribs. And kind of just perceive that's a big space. That's a lot of space for your ribs. So I want you, at the same time, both hands meet in the middle. And usually where that is for most people is right around the breast line. And I want you to just kind of keep your hands right there at the breast line and open them up a little bit. Try to keep your back nice and straight, neck long, eyebrows relax your face, maybe smile a little bit. And I want you to take a breath in, and as you breathe in, I want you to open up the elbows. Here we go, breathe in. And breathe out. You might feel the stretch in the shoulders, you might feel the stretch in the sternum. Breathe in. And try to keep the breath smooth, no catching. You don't want to go, but just nice and smooth. Let's do another one together. And exhale. And this time we're going to inhale. Leave everything up there and exhale, trying to hold the chest up. You should feel all the way down to the pelvis moving in. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And close the hands. And put them up to the sternum. Praying hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And compare those two breaths. The one where your hands are praying and the one where your hands are here. Let's go back to the middle of the rib cage at the breast line. Breathe in, open up the elbows. Which one feels like you're stretching and opening up more? For me, it's this one. A lot more, actually. Feels like I don't ever get that much movement in the middle of the chest, and that's so good for you, so good for you. Do one more. And we're here, let's do a train breath. And then slow down gradually. Shoulders down, chest up. Last breath, breathe in. And everything down. Palms up. And we'll end with breathing in for 4 beats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold. And out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep stretch. I hope that helped you today. Have a good rest of your day. I miss you all. I miss working with you here. Hugs to you, love to you. Happy breathing, and we'll see you next week. Bye.